Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On March 31st of 2022, at approximately 3:30 p.m., the Lebanon City Police Department was dispatched to 1108 Forest Street in Lebanon City. While the initial call came in as a domestic disturbance, the police investigation later determined a forcible burglary occurred. Upon entering that residence, the police officers encountered immediate gunfire. Lieutenant William Lebo lost his life yesterday in the line of duty. 2 other officers sustained serious injuries. They are stable but in critical care. The Lebanon County District Attorney's Office and the Lebanon County Detective Bureau responded to the scene immediately. We took over the investigation. The ultimate determinations and findings of that investigation are still ongoing. The facts that we are able to disclose and that are known at this time are as follows. Travis Shaw was a 34-year-old Caucasian male. He suffered from a years-long history of mental illness and mental issues. Family attempts to intervene, to provide assistance, were met with his utter resistance. The Forest Street address where law enforcement responded belonged to a family member of Travis Shaw. Shaw did not live there yesterday and had not done so for years. When the family member returned home from work, he got to that residence and he realized Shaw had forcibly broken in to the rear of his home. The family member phoned for law enforcement and police responded. When police attempted to enter the residence, 4 officers encountered immediate gunfire. He immediately opened fire upon 4 uniformed officers. Officers returned fire. Shaw was pronounced dead on scene. One of the injured officers was able to radio for help, for law enforcement assistance. Surrounding police departments responded and they carried the wounded to safety. Law enforcement attempted life-saving measures on Lieutenant Lebo to no avail. Lieutenant Lebo lost his life yesterday in the line of duty. A search of that residence revealed multiple firearms throughout the home. The firearm that Shaw himself utilized to attack law enforcement was from that residence. A review of Shaw's criminal history showed domestic assaults, domestic disturbances, and a protection from abuse order, as well as a violation. Every time a police officer responds to a call, he risks his life. Every single time. He responds knowing that upon entering that scene, upon encountering a suspect, he may pay the ultimate sacrifice to protect his community, to keep each one of us safe. Yesterday, Lieutenant William Lebo, on March 31st of 2022, paid that ultimate sacrifice. He laid down his life for our community and for his brothers. The Lebanon City Police Department, every law enforcement agency that responded yesterday to provide assistance, they acted with utter bravery. The actions of every officer, every man and woman on scene, every medic deserves to be commended for the fearless actions they took yesterday. Our thoughts and prayers remain with the Lebanon City Police Department, the family members of the fallen, and the family members of the wounded. And at this time, I'm going to turn commentary over to Mayor Capello.
Thank you. At this time, we would like to release the names of the officers that were injured. Fatally injured was Lieutenant William Lebo, age 63, with 40 years of service with our department, and he had an upcoming retirement date of May 1st. He was 1 month away. Officer Ryan Adams, age 32, has 7 years of service and is in stable condition, as indicated by the DA. Officer Derek Underkoffler, age 32, has 7 years of service as well and is in critical but stable condition. Again, at this time, we continue to be focused on the tragic loss of Lieutenant Lebo and the recovery of Officers Adams and Underkoffler, and also the well-being of all of our other members of the police department. We extend our thanks for the assistance of our county-wide Brothers in Blue for their mutual aid response, and we also thank the community for their outpouring of love and support at this time. We remain strong, and we are committed to serving and protecting our Lebanon community. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the investigation is obviously ongoing. We ask if anyone has information, has any tips, anything they believe relevant, to contact the Office of the District Attorney. They can do that via telephone, via our Crime Watch website. They can do it anonymously via email online. At this time, again, we just ask all of you keep the family members of the fallen, of the wounded in your thoughts and prayers. And to remember to thank every one of our law enforcement officers for that sacrifice, that risk they take every single day when they go to work to protect each and every one of us. We are taking no questions at this time out of respect for the investigation and for the family members and the officers involved.